And hello and welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our first guests are doctors from Mount Sinai Hospital, and they join us today for a look at skin health. We welcome Dr. Emma Bean and Dr. Bian Lu. I'm going to say Bian Lu. To the show. We welcome you guys. Now, we're very concerned about skin care. Now, a lot of people are doing different things to their skin. We're not just talking about what happens from the sun, but we're talking about what people are actually doing to their skin.
Yes. So we are researchers at Mount Sinai, and I'm a biostatistician, and Dr. Liu is an environmental epidemiologist. And one thing we've been noticing it's evident in communities of color, but it's done all over the world, is people are bleaching their skin. They're adding chemicals to their skin or taking pills or whatever it is to become lighter. And that is something that is concerning, but we don't feel that the clinical community is aware, and also there's so much stigma around it, and so that's really where our focus is.
First of all, why are people doing this? Is this a thing? This is something that's in right now?
Well, that's one of the reasons that we wanted to do the study. We wanted to find out. We have some, from the previous studies, we know that it has like a deep root. For example, people want to become lighter, maybe because lighter skin gives you a better leverage in the society and could, land you a better job or have a good date or things like that. There are also aesthetic reasons that people may perceive lighter skin as beautiful. And these kind of things it's like complex. It has evolved through time.
Right, and more so now, it's interesting because while people, while we know society is always focusing on lighter is better. I mean, we see it as an African American, I see it. Chinese people are bleaching their skin, right? So, but what's happening now is it's becoming more trendy. And so, for example, in dance hall music and things like that, it's this idea that you want to look, cool. You want to have this cool complexion. You want to be able to show your tattoos more. And so
dance on the reggae scene.
Right. Yeah. And so you also see it in West Africa, etc. So it's being pushed now as the new trend to look lighter. But it stems from society's roots. Now, how people interpret it now might be different.
So they do it two ways, either by pill or by bleaching?
Many ways.
Many ways.
People can put a cream on their skin. They put they use a soap. They do injections. They do all kinds of things. And people also, buy readily available products. They also mix the things at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. How safe is this?
So that's a good question.
Yeah.
So one of the issues is that the products have a lot of things in them, right? So some of them have been shown to have mercury in them, hydroquinone, corticosteroids. So we've done some preliminary testing. We've seen arsenic in some of the products. The thing is,
hydroquinone, what does that do?
So it's a bleaching agent, which sort of work in a way to suppress the melanin formation. Melanin is that give us the skin color. Yeah. It's actually a natural defense system for us to protect us from the UV radiation. Yeah. But it also gives the color, and then different people have a different speed to generate melanin. Yeah. So then we have a different shades of a color. So then bleaching, if you think of it, it's trying to become lighter. So then one way is to stop the melanin formation. So hydroquinone is one of the chemicals that does that.
So
you're stopping that, and you're also stopping the protection from the sun's rays.
Yes.
So it has a lot of. It's very concerning because that's why you will see, for example, people who might bleach, like in Jamaica, might wear longer sleeves and cover themselves up, right? So you have issues where you're preventing melanin production, and while one might think of just skin cancer. There's a whole host of things that can happen when you prevent that. And so it can impact your immune function and can impact a lot of things. But one thing we'd like to make sure that we talk about is the idea that we think about the harm, right? But everything has its benefits and consequences. And we're trying to kind of reduce that stigma because yes, you might be putting yourself in potential harm, but at the same time, in certain societies, that might mean that now you get to work at the front desk at the bank, right? That might mean that you get treated differently. And so we are trying to make sure that—
What about your personality and your content of your character and all of that?
Yeah,
well that's important,
yeah.
but certain
It could
societies
boost up
don't.
your, yes.
Yeah.
It could boost up your, confidence, right? For some people, they feel that, well, now I'm lighter, so I'm, more confident. So there is a positive way that skin bleaching practice can bring. We're just trying to see that, you have to weigh the cost and the benefits.
So what has your study found so far?
So right now we're in the early recruitment phases. In fact, we are, our skin bleaching study, it's funded by Mount Sinai. It's a pilot project, and we're actually recruiting right now African or Caribbean women who are 18 years and older who live in New York City and who have been bleaching their skin for at least 1 year. And I believe you can access our study information, our Skin Bleaching Forum Facebook page, the phone number, but right now we're still in the recruitment phase. We are trying to better understand people's motivations, people's skin bleaching practices. For example, do you bleach multiple times per day? Do you bleach multiple times per week? Yeah. Also, what are people reporting about their skin health and other things? So we're trying to learn more to be able to understand that interplay. And we also have some labs that are actually going to be testing the skin bleaching products that people are using, and we want to disseminate this back to the communities, back to our participants, so that they can make the most informed choices.
See how safe it is, how many times a day can you use it, and how long can you use it for?
Yeah.
Right,
what are the benefits? Well, we spoke about some of the benefits, moving ahead and all that.
Right, and we're trying to be upfront because the idea, this is real talk in terms of we can't change society right now, right? We can't change the magazine pictures. We can't change the constant messages that women of color are getting, right? But what we can say is, if you're going to use this cake soap, use this one versus this one, because this one has more mercury than this one or another. So we're helping them to make informed choices if they're going to bleach, and make sure the clinical community is there to meet the needs of these communities.
So there's a little bit of poisoning going on too. You speak of mercury, and then you're opening yourselves up to the sun, so the skin cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a possibility, because normally we would think that darker skinned, we were like naturally protected, but then now if we artificially or we intentionally to stop this natural defense mechanism, then that could open us to a harmful that we are not aware or not think of. So these are the things that we hope that through our extended research, then we were able to find out more answers.
Yeah. So you be sure and come back and let us know more. That's
yes,
for sure.
Yes, certainly. Thank you.
And you're working with a young lady. What's her name over there?
Yes. So we actually have a research assistant, Risha Deshpande. We also have a wonderful community core, Marion Scott, who does a lot in the community, who is at Mount Sinai St. Luke's and Mount Sinai West. Sharon Gordon, who works with CPR Live, and Oganaya Newman. So we have a whole community core. This is a whole effort, and we're working hard.
All right. Where can we go for more information on this?
So you can check out our Skin Bleaching Forum Facebook page. You can also call, if you're interested in the study, 212-659-8075. But go ahead and just Google Skin Bleaching Forum Facebook. Join our page, and you can see everything you want about our study.
And you're looking for people to get involved. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Here's a camera right here. You can have this one.
Okay. So if you are African or Afro-Caribbean woman who's 18 years of age or older, living in New York City, any of the 5 boroughs of New York City, and you've been bleaching your skin for at least 1 year, we would really love if you would actually participate in our study. Our goal is to meet your needs. So we need your help so that we can best meet the needs of the community. Participants are compensated, so upon completion of the study, you are compensated. It's just a one-time survey. Call our number 212-659-8075 or visit our Skin Bleaching Forum Facebook page.
There you go. Want to add to it?
Well, I guess that's all. If you have any questions, then call us or leave a message, and we'd love to have this conversation started. And then we really need your help to finish this study, and then hopefully keep going
and keep studying more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they can reach you at
212-659-8075.
all together now. Here we go. Thank you guys so much. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Dr. Emma Ben, Assistant Professor, Biostatistics, and Dr. Bian Liu, Associate Professor of Environmental Epidemiology. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by, and come back and show us more, okay?
All right.
We want to know. We want to know.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marianne Scott in the house. We have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Open next.